Sunday, the 28th of May, marked a historic day for Scotland Rugby League as the inaugural round of the Wheelchair Premiership got underway at the Pleasance Sports Complex in Edinburgh, home of the newly established Edinburgh Giants. Prior to the first game, Piper Max Murray joined the build-up to entertain the incoming crowd. A massive thank you to Max for coming along on the day. This was absolutely brilliant. The build-up continued as budding young para-swimmer Una presented the match ball for Game 1. Great job, Una. The first game of the round took place between host Edinburgh Giants and Glasgow Rugby League. Both teams had players making their debuts, as well as players who have experience playing the game competitively and representing Scotland on the national stage. To open the action, a penalty led Glasgow Rugby League into scoring position, where a long pass and some good hands led Neil Johnston into the corner to score the very first try in Scotland Rugby League's Wheelchair Premiership history. John Willens was unable to convert, leaving the score at 4-0 to Glasgow. Willens was involved again in the action after a breakaway from the Giants' Callum Davidson. Referees Ollie Cruikshank and Alex Chandler judged Willens to have illegally pulled on Davidson's chair, resulting in a yellow card for the Glasgow captain. The Giants didn't wait long to capitalise on the advantage, and Callum Davidson went over close to the post for Edinburgh Giants' first try of the afternoon and of their history. Connor Blackmore was able to convert, and the Giants, with an extra player, took a 6-4 lead. The Giants would continue to use the extra player to their advantage and found some rhythm in their attack, leading to captain Connor Blackmore breaking through to score his first try of the game. Blackmore managed to convert again, leaving the score at Giants 12, Glasgow 4. Glasgow came close to scoring again as Caden Thompson wasn't quite able to chase the ball down before it went out of play, ending the half at the same scoreline of Edinburgh Giants 12, Glasgow Rugby League 4. As the second half got underway, it was Connor Blackmore who would go in again, showing great speed to break the line and score under the posts. He managed to convert his own try, extend the Giants' lead to 18 points to 4. Glasgow Rugby League were still very much in the fight, and international representatives Thompson and Stewart set up John Willens to go in for a try. The successful conversion reduced the deficit, leaving the score at 18-10 to the Giants. Glasgow were strong in attack again, with Thorburn's flick pass and Thompson's offload setting up Willens for another score. The conversion made things even closer. The Giants, however, responded instantly after Davidson's kickoff was collected by Blackmore for his hat-trick try. The conversion missed to the left of the uprights, and the Giants led 22 points to 16. That would be the last of the scoring in Game 1, as the Giants came away with the victory, 22 points to 16 over Glasgow Rugby League. We got the chance to catch up with Giants captain Connor Blackmore and coach Martin Gill after the opener.
Oh, absolutely, that's massive. First ever game, a lot of the individuals within the Edinburgh Giants, it's their first ever game of wheelchair rugby league, and they've now really been introduced to the sport, so they're now blooded, and they've absolutely loved it, and they did an absolutely excellent job. So I think it's absolutely huge for the club, especially when we're going in the right direction into the next stage.
Yeah, I think from my side, obviously as a coach, you're looking for those improvements, but I think we invited a bit too much pressure on ourselves at times. But as Conor just hit the nail on the head there, it was our first ever game of wheelchair rugby league. We had 6 players who've never played the sport before, so to come away with the win off the back of that, I think we can kick on from there and keep improving.
In the round-robin format, Glasgow Rugby League went back-to-back as they faced Dundee Dragons, a team with lots of experience having played down south. The Dragons also had debutants, as well as Scotland internationals who'd be familiar with a lot of the Glasgow side. In a tightly fought opening half of Game 2, there would only be one try, as the Dragons attacked from deep to send Cassie Cooper in to score in the corner. The missed conversion left the half-time score Dundee Dragons 4, Glasgow Rugby League 0. As the second half got underway, the close contest was bound to open up a bit more. It was the Dragons who would score first in the second half, as Mike Mellon found space and sent a perfect pass to Ronnie Robb, who would go over for the score. Conversion was successful, and the Dundee side led 10 points to 0. Glasgow would keep on attacking, and this would pay off after a quick play of the ball and another Caden Thompson offload. This sent John Willans over in the corner for his first try of the match, as he added to his impressive scoring form on the day. The conversion hit the uprights and the score was 10-4 to the Dragons. Dundee looked strong in attack, and Cooper was able to go over again, this time under the post for another 4-pointer. The successful conversion extended the lead, and Dundee Dragons were winning 16 points to 4. More pace was injected into the game, and Mellon set up Cooper for a hat-trick as the game was opening up, and each team was finding space that wasn't there in the first half. Cooper's conversion went wide to the right, leaving the score 20 points to 4 in favour of Dundee Dragons. That would be the last of scoring action in Game 2, with the full-time result being Dundee Dragons 20, Glasgow Rugby League 4. After the game, we caught up with Glasgow Rugby League's Caden Thompson regarding the opening round of action.
Yeah, I mean, obviously no one comes there wanting to lose, but someone's got to lose. But it was no game at all was a blowout. It was all hard-fought games, and it's all good for Scotland at the end of the day. I think the teams will develop more and more as the rounds go on. Obviously, some players couldn't be here from all teams, and just getting a look at every player Scotland's got. As they say, I had a wee chat with a couple of them after the games, and it'll be good to see them for the Celtic Cup especially, and just get going in it as a Scotland basis after the World Cup.
The final game in round 1 seen the Edinburgh Giants return to action to face Dundee Dragons. The game started quickly, and the Dragons continued on from their strong second half against Glasgow, as Gregor Anderson showed great speed to go over in the opening set. Cassie Cooper's successful conversion made it 6-0 to the Dragons straight away. Dundee continued to attack well in the first half, with Mellon going over for the second try of the game. Another conversion left the Dragons with an early 12-0 lead. Edinburgh were strong in attack and defence, but a great show of skill from Mike Mellon opened up space for another try. The conversion was once again added, bringing the Dragons' lead to 18 points to 0. Another break and a great pass sent Anderson in for a second try of the game. The 2 points were added again, and the Dragons' lead extended to 24. The Edinburgh Giants kept attacking the Dragons' line, and this would pay off, with Callum Davidson finding Sarah Devlin for their opening score of the game. Davidson brilliantly converted from out wide, and the scoreline read 24-6 in favour of the Dragons. Dundee were able to respond to this, and a great show of pace from David Birtles, seeing the Dragons put another score on the board. Once again the 2 points were added, and the Dragons hit 30. A short kick-off from the Giants followed, however it was unable to be collected and space opened up for Anderson to go in for a hat-trick. The conversion was missed, leaving the half-time score Dundee Dragons 34, Edinburgh Giants 6. As the second half got underway, the Dragons would score again, with Mike Mellon getting his hat-trick. He failed to convert, and the score was 38 points to 6. Dundee would attack again, and some evasive solo work from Gregor Anderson eventually led to a try from very deep. The conversion didn't find its way over the sticks, and Dundee led 42 points to 6. The Dragons would show a great set of hands this time round to send Birtles into the corner to score again. The extras were added, bringing the lead to 48 points to 6. Mellon was again quick, and a good pass set up Anderson for another well-taken try. Mellon's conversion brought the score to 54 points to 6. The Giants didn't back down and took lots away from the game that had unfortunately got away from them. Captain Connor Blackmore found space where he could and managed to sneak over for another try. Davidson's conversion made the score 54 points to 12 in favour of the Dragons. The Dragons still had some fuel in the tank and finished the game with another Gregor Anderson score. Mellon couldn't convert, and the full-time score read Dundee Dragons 54, Edinburgh Giants 12. 3 brilliant games in one day, and a great way to open up the wheelchair Premiership. We got to catch up with Dundee's Mike Mellon after the game, as well as the Giants' Martin Gill and the World Cup final referee Ollie Cruikshank.
Yeah, it's obviously nice to get a win, but I think it's something more important today. Seeing new teams in Scotland, Edinburgh and Glasgow come together with Dundee, seeing a lot more players get involved. So hopefully for the long run, that's going to be fantastic for Scotland. Obviously, it's a great day. Numbers are fantastic. The support here has been good as well. On the pitch, fantastic from Edinburgh. Really impressive. I thought coming into the day, Glasgow, with the amount of Scotland players involved with the Glasgow team, I thought they would have done well. But unfortunately, they've never had any substitutes to bring along. But I heard it's 12 weeks for Edinburgh Giants. They've been together. Yeah. Great work, and definitely potential Scotland players in the future in that squad.
Yeah, listen, we came up against a very good, strong Dundee side that obviously just played that Glasgow game beforehand, so I think they'd found the rhythm a little bit. Unfortunately for us, obviously it wasn't to be our day, but yeah, I think we learned lots from that game though. That the players afterwards, our heads are still up. I think we're treating today as a successful day. It's our first 2 ever games in wheelchair rugby league, 6 of them playing the sport for the first time. So if you'd have asked me at the start of the day would I take a win and a loss, then yeah, I think we would. But we now know where we need to work on, and we can take that forward into training and develop from there.
Oh, definitely, yeah. 8 weeks ago, just chatting with the clubs up here around kind of wanting to have a competition up here in Scotland, and kind of, yeah, today was fantastic to see 3 great games. We've got Edinburgh and New Glasgow. We're playing their first games. We've been around for a little while, and Dundee again joined the party. Across that, we had 10 new players making their debuts today, which is fantastic. To build on that for the next rounds is going to be great to see. And also we had 2 new match officials take it to the pitch for the first time. So all in all, I think all the clubs have worked really hard to get to this stage, and kind of was absolutely buzzing today. It's coming into the next 2 games, but all in all, I think it's we've got to take positives from today, and I think the sport's just going to go from strength to strength, and the more people we get playing, the better, and that's going to have knock-on effects with the national team. And I don't think it'll be long before you see some of the players who are on the pitch today making their way into the national setup.